set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, nice move. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st down, Holly. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Off the play fake. Holly. This one caught by Kittle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They go play action here on 1st down. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the third drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All day, baby, let's go.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
To throw on 2nd down. Holly caught here by Griffin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Let's get that ball. Mike 13. Mike 13. Mike 13. Mike 13. He's coming. He's coming.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lance again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on a catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Both off the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. 44, Mike, 44. 65.
Again, it's Lance.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have got one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here and we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively.
defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, Holly. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Osa Odighizuwa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Holly. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holly. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Lance now on first down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking to throw on second down. Holly. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. They run with Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Holly setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. That catch good for only a couple. To throw on 2nd down. Holly completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Holly. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holly. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up the 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He did. Get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Granted, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Hines. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Naeem Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Holly. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A check down here to Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Henderson will try and run for the first. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away.